I'm not exactly sure why the Cavs have started the season 9-0 and on fire. Maybe it's the coaching change. Maybe it's that Evan Mobley's been playing with a chip on his shoulder. It seems like maybe he had a bad breakup over the summer or something, and now he's funneling that pain into his work, which I celebrate. Keep it up, young man. This might be coincidental, but I will also point out that ever since awesome-looking Aussie Luke Travers got promoted to Cleveland from the outback, the Cavs have been undefeated, just like his mullet. But regardless of why it's happening, Cavs fans are loving it. After all, who doesn't love a good streak? It's so much more fun than a bad streak. Like, remember that Browns season where we went 0-16? That was not a fun streak. Longest streak in baseball without winning a World Series? That would be your Cleveland Guardians at an impressive 76 years. So we are now past the Diamond Jubilee anniversary of not winning the World Series. The Cavs themselves have a pretty rough streak on the books. After LeBron left town to go find himself in Miami in 2010, the team managed to lose 26 games in a row, despite the best efforts of Christian Iyenga and Jamario Moon. So they had the weapons. Cleveland sports history is full of depressing streaks, so when we get a positive one, we get pretty excited. Like when Joe Thomas started for an amazing 167 games in a row, which is not actually far off from the number of Browns quarterbacks he protected. Or how about that 455-game Jacobs Field sellout streak during the 90s? We were all so young. Of course, there are many non-Cleveland sports-related streaks that aren't as interesting, like the Celtics winning 8 straight NBA titles, or that showboat Cal Ripken refusing to take any PTO days for 17 straight years. But everybody knows about those. Here are 3 other interesting streaks for your consideration. A man named Jeff Wrights holds the Guinness World Record for most consecutive visits to Disneyland with 2,995 straight days. That breaks down to 8 years, 3 months, and 13 days of hearing the song It's a Small World After All, voluntarily. Soap opera star Susan Lucci was nominated for a Daytime Emmy 18 times in a row for her role in All My Children and lost every time until finally being recognized in 1999. Remember that streak? It was like a soap opera. Finally, we have to recognize the remarkable streak achieved by a woman named Jean-Louis Clément of France, who lived from 1875 to 1997 when she finally passed away at 122, the longest fully authenticated age to which any human has ever lived. She was like the Cal Ripken of living. Jean-Louis should also serve as a sobering reminder to all understandably excited Cavs fans that every streak, no matter how enduring, must eventually come to an end. That's what makes them streaks. In spite of how dominant they've been so far, there's a better than average chance that the Cavs might not finish the regular season 82-0. But let's not dwell on it. Instead, let's focus on enjoying this Cavs streak while it lasts, and this Cavs team all season long. Because early indications suggest that this is a team worthy of your attention, even if they do ever happen to lose one. This is Mike, savoring the ride for 3 News.